Captain Jack Maverick Mitchell adjusted his helmet, the hum of his F-18 filling his ears. The year was 2025, and he was on a routine patrol over the Pacific. The sun glinted off the vast expanse of water below. His wingman, Lieutenant Sarah Phoenix Jones, flew in tight formation beside him. Their mission was simple, a standard patrol to monitor air traffic. Little did they know, fate had other plans. As Maverick soared through the sky, a strange electrical storm emerged from nowhere. Bolts of lightning crackled around his jet. The instruments in his cockpit went haywire, spinning wildly. Static filled his headset, drowning out Phoenix's concerned calls. The world around him seemed to warp and distort, the familiar blue sky replaced by an eerie green haze. Then just as suddenly as it began, the storm vanished. Maverick regained control of the jet, his heart pounding in his chest. He looked around, his brow furrowed in confusion. Gone were the familiar landmarks of the 21st century. Instead, he saw a coastline dotted with military installations, unlike anything he had ever seen before. Ships steamed across the water below, their designs seemingly from a bygone era. Maverick's eyes widened as he noticed something truly unbelievable. Flying in formation below were aircraft he recognized from history books. Grumman F-6F Hellcats and Japanese Mitsubishi A-6M0s locked in a fierce dogfight. He had somehow been transported back in time to World War II. The reality of the situation crashed over Maverick like a tidal wave. He was a 21st century pilot trapped in the middle of a 20th century war. Panic threatened to overwhelm him, but he fought it back, his years of training kicking in. He had to assess the situation and figure out his next move. Taking a deep breath, Maverick tried to contact Phoenix, but his radio only met static. He was alone, surrounded by technology from a bygone era. The antiquated radios of the World War II aircraft wouldn't be able to pick up his modern frequencies. He scanned the airspace, his eyes darting between the dogfighting planes and the unfamiliar landscape below. As Maverick observed the aerial battle, he noticed the American Hellcats were outnumbered and outmaneuvered. The nimble Zeros harried them relentlessly, their pilots skilled and aggressive. He couldn't stand by and watch as history unfolded differently than he knew it should. He had to act, to use his advanced F-18 to tip the scales of the fight. With a surge of adrenaline, Maverick engaged his afterburners, the powerful engines of the F-18 roaring. He pushed the throttle forward, rocketing towards the dogfight at a speed that left the World War II aircraft far behind. His sudden appearance sent a ripple of shock and confusion through both sides of the conflict.